Hi, this is Mark again, and we're back for another short series on Wing Chun training principles. Now these will be the principles of the basic stance, or the Yi Ji Kim Yung Ma, or the character 2 abduction go stance. Again, worst name in all of the martial arts stances. So anyway, let's get started. There's a few key principles here. So the first are just about the actual structure of it. So pull in the chest, push out the upper back, and bring in the tailbone. So these are just very important structural keys, or little reminders, little nods to get you to think about your structure. So pull in the chest. So you don't want this push out chest thing that you see people doing, right? So your chest is how I describe floating. Like I said, it's relaxed but held upright, so pulled in. Yeah? Push out the upper back. So this is, you've got this sense of expanding or rounding across the back. So you're not doing this and you're pulling your chest. This is pulling your shoulders down, your chest up, military style, right? Instead, the chest is hollow slightly, yeah. And then the back is, instead of just being like sung like this, it's rounded, yeah, it's expanded. So you've got all these lats suddenly, these big muscles that go around the back of your, the back of your back, are all activated, okay? And that will bring the shoulders down, but will expand them and make them structurally strong and sit in the sockets much better. And then bring in the tailbone, which I won't show you, but essentially you've got this kind of tucking in feeling, right? So rather than your butt sticking out at the end, it's slightly tucked in without any leaning or excessive force to do that. So, and that takes time and practice. Okay, number 2, feel the dantian, which is just your center down the bottom, just above, just below the navel, with chi, and distribute the strength to all parts of the body. Again, this is a little bit more technical, and refer to the other videos about my thoughts about chi, etc. But essentially, strong, stable, solid core, and feel a solid but not tight structure throughout the rest of your body. Next one's an easy one. Point the knees and toes inwards. As you know, we have a triangular stance, right? So everything is focused towards center line. And in order to do that, you're going to need to point your knees and toes inwards, which is important that the knees are aligned over the ankle and everything is coming in towards center together. Second point, just carry. The next one just is the same. Form a pyramid with the center of gravity in the center. So it's not just a triangle, it's a pyramid, which is the strongest structure. You've got this base pyramid, then everything pointing up together, and your center of gravity is bang down in the middle of it. Fists are placed by the side of the ribs but not touching the body, so they're just suspended, right? So they're just suspended in space. You're not like planting them on, right? The sensation is best described as floating, right? So if you know the Subim Town, you know what I'm talking about there. The fists that are, whenever you're doing a form where they're sort of there, they're just suspended, floating in space, right? Sink the elbows, the shoulders, and the waist. So sinking is another type of force or energy. It's very important for your structure, for your gates to work properly. So elbows are sunk, shoulders are sunk, and waist is sunk, right? Have a go and see what you think about that. Hold the head and the neck straight to keep the spirit alert. So this is the last one we're going to do at the moment. So hold the head and the neck straight. So I do see people, too much typing, Western people especially, too much sitting in the office, too much watching YouTube videos. The head is sort of leant forward like this, and the shoulders all rounded, right? So the head is up and vertical. It's not pulled really tightly back in Wing Chun, like to the extent that Xingyi, like you get this very, chin tucked in kind of feeling. So they're like thrusting up at the back of the head in Xingyi Chen, which is slightly different to here. But yeah, hold the head and the neck straight and keep the spirit alert. So if your head and neck are suspended, that will naturally arise, right? So you'll just put yourself, if you're standing in a nice posture and your neck is straight and your chest is relaxed, your alertness will increase, right? And instead of like if you're down like this, then you're all in sort of point vision mode, right? Okay, so those are the key sort of initial structural principles for how to get a good stance, and then we'll do one more on this, which will include some of the other thoughts and principles around the stance.